Alrighty guys, we're back for some mono black rat aggro, and this is a Wilds of Eldraine standard brew. We're gonna go over the deck, then hop right into some ranked, but first things first, for anyone who may not know, I'm Red Cat and I play aggro decks and any decks with a red in them as well, so I hope that sounds fun to ya. Also, we do got that Discord link as well as that relatively new Patreon link down in the description if you're interested in joining either of those up. Okay, what do we got packed into the build here? A whole bunch of new rats to go over. Lord Skitter, Sewer King. It's a 3-mana, 3/3 legendary creature. The Rat Noble. Nice. Maybe we'll have to revisit the Noble theme deck at some point, huh? Whenever another rat enters the battlefield under your control, exile up to one target card from an opponent's graveyard. Nice, not bad. At the beginning of combat on your turn, create a 1/1 black rat creature token with this creature can't block. Beautiful, guys. I love how well cards like this pair with cards like Braids, Arisen, Nightmare. It's not a new one, but we're going to go over it because it's so important to this deck. Only 3 though, because it is a legendary creature, and I don't know if this build in particular needs all 4, but like I said, it is important. 3-mana, 3/3 legendary creature. At the beginning of your end step, you may sacrifice an artifact, creature, enchantment, land, or planeswalker. If you do, each opponent may sacrifice a permanent that shares a card type with it. For each opponent who doesn't, that player loses 2 life and you draw a card. Pretty powerful card, guys, and I feel like it just ramped up in power after Wilds of Eldraine. Like, there's so many great cards that work with Braids, right? More new cards. We got Lord Skitter's Butcher here. This is a 3-mana rat peasant. It's a 2/3. And when at ETBs, you get to choose one of these abilities. So you can either create a 1/1 black rat creature token with, of course, this creature can't block, or you may sacrifice another creature. If you do scry 2, then draw a card. Okay. Or creatures you control gain menace until end of turn. And when we're doing our dandiest to go a little bit wide with our rats, giving it all menace could really go a long way to just getting the rest of the damage through to the opponent's face, you know? Okay, more new cards. We got Back for Seconds. This is a 3-mana sorcery with Bargain, and when you bargain, you can sacrifice an artifact, enchantment, or token as you cast this spell. Plenty of tokens in here with all the rat tokens, right? So what does this do then? Return up to 2 target creature cards from your graveyard to your hand. If this spell was bargained, however, you may put one of those cards with mana value 4 or less onto the battlefield instead of putting it into your hand. So yeah, dude, you can trade out one of your 1/1 rats that can't block for like grab a Braids back from your grave or something, dude. That sounds kind of disgusting. So yeah, I like the one of in here, huh? More new cards. We got Candy Grapple. This is a 2-mana instant speed with Bargain. And target creature gets -3/-3 until end of turn. And then if the spell was bargained, that creature gets -5/-5 until end of turn. Not bad, dude. Again, trading out one of those 1/1 rats, especially if we're generating one every turn off of Lord Skitter anyways, just to get a creature down to -5/-5, seems pretty solid, man. I like it. Tangled Colony, 2-mana, 3/2. It can't block, unfortunately. Seems to be a theme with a lot of rats, but when Tangled Colony dies, create X 1/1 black rat creature tokens with this creature can't block, where X is the amount of damage dealt to it this turn. So if the opponent ever blocks this, if they block it with a 2/2, then at least, at the very least, this was dealt 2 damage. So you're getting 2 1/1 rats, right? Now, obviously, it can die to other removal, like Go for the Throat hits this and stuff too, but I mean, still, that's not bad. The opponent doesn't want to block this ever, is essentially how Tangled Colony works. And if they ever are forced to block it with a chunky creature, a power 3 or power 4 creature, then that's going to be pretty gross for the opponent as we go wide with a whole bunch of rats. I don't know. I'm super interested to see if this is actually going to do a thing today. I think it will, but I'm not 100% certain, right? Another thing too, we are seeing a lot of mono red, and if they have etching on the board, then obviously a block into the Tangled Colony doesn't do anything because etching ends up exiling it, and it does say when it dies. So that's a thing, I guess. You know, etching ruining some of the really cool die effects in a lot of these builds, but still, I like it. All right. Anyways, where else? Where else are the new cards, huh? Got Hopeless Nightmare here. This is a 1-mana enchantment. When it ETBs, each opponent discards a card and loses 2 life. Cool. When Hopeless Nightmare is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, you scry 2. Okay. And then you can pay 2 and a black, sacrifice Hopeless Nightmare. So what you end up doing is you want to use this for the bargain effects from the Candy Grapple or the Back for Seconds, right? And we actually do have more bargain effects here with Beseech the Mirror. It's a 4-mana sorcery speed. Bargain. Search your library for a card, exile it face down, then shuffle. If this spell was bargained, you may cast the exiled card without paying its mana cost if that spell's mana value was 4 or less. Put the exiled card into your hand if it wasn't cast this way. A really neat card, dude. Really, really neat. So we could do something like bargain this out, ditch one of the Sewer King's rats or whatever, and just grab a Sheoldred from the deck, right? Which, yeah, we have a couple Sheoldred in here. It would be a little silly not to include it, especially since, yeah, we got the Beseech the Mirror. So we want at least one powerful 4-drop to hit off of this, right? But there are going to be other moments where maybe we want to set up a little bit of a combo on the board, so we end up grabbing like the Braids from the deck or something, right? Which is another reason to have just the 3 of these instead of packing all 4, right? Okay, more new cards, guys. So many packed in here. Rat Out is a 1-mana instant speed. Up to 1 target creature gets -1/-1 until end of turn, and then you create a 1/1 black rat creature token with, guess what? This creature can't block. I like this card, man. It could be a really simple combat trick too. You never know. So yeah, I don't know, man. I like it's up to 1 target creature too. So you could totally just play this out as a 1-mana 1/1 that can't block on the opponent's turn too, because it's instant speed. You don't have to target anything. I like it, dude. Okay, I think that's finally all the new stuff. What else do we got packed in here then? Well, to fit the rat theme, we got Okiba Reckoner Raid. It also fits the enchantment theme off the bargain before and after it flips, because when it flips, it's still an enchantment creature, and it has menace too. We don't have any vehicles in here. This is just a solid card. Also, since we're kind of sort of draining the opponent anyways off of cards like Hopeless Nightmare, losing 2 life when you play that, this drains, the Sheoldred drains as well. You never know, man. That extra damage goes a long way. So we got the Nezumi Prowler here, all 4 of them. It's a 2-mana 3/1. It is an artifact creature, so that's important. It's got ninjutsu for 1 and a black. When it ETBs, target creature you control gains Death Touch and Lifelink until end of turn. So yeah, I like Nezumi Prowler. Maybe if you're going wide with all your rats and you're swinging in, there's some that's unblocked, and so you can go ahead and use that ninjutsu ability too. And maybe you could do something fancy with that ninjutsu. Maybe they blocked a creature with like a Sheoldred or something. I don't know, first creature that came to mind. And then you, Nezumi Prowler, give that creature Death Touch, and then that Sheoldred's out of here, man. So I like having all 4 of those. I think it'll be good. Okay, on the very top end, I missed a new card. Oh no, Twisted Sewer Witch is a 5-mana 3/4. But the ability is why it's in here. So when Twisted Sewer Witch enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 black rat creature token with, of course, this creature can't block. Then for each rat you control, create a Wicked Roll token attached to that rat. I'm sorry, what? All of them, dude? So a Wicked Roll is an aura. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1. And when this aura is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, each opponent loses 1 life. Very, very cool, man. I love this. I think it's going to actually be a great 1/of too to help us close up some games. 23 total land, 22 of them being swamped. We got a single abandoned Mire here. Maybe we want more utility land. I'm not really certain though, especially since like Beseech the Mirror has the triple black in the casting cost too. We've got double black in the casting cost of Braids. So if you do go up any utility land, maybe just like 1 or 2, but it depends. It depends. There are going to be moments where maybe we'd want to swing with a Mishra's Foundry or something. So, okay, honorable mentions, guys, and there's a lot. So first of all, your choice spot removal, totally fine for the build, dude. I always bring that up, right? Sometimes. So if you don't want to rock like the Candy Grapple route, maybe a cut down or a go for the throat, maybe those could be good, right? So Gnawing Vermin almost made the list, not this time round. We don't have too many rats in general that are actually, we have 14 total rats in here. Other than that, we're just generating rats off of cards like Rat Out or going wide with Tangled Colony, stuff like that, right? Or or going wide with Lord Skitter, or it's, yeah, you guys get the point, right? So not too many actual rats, which is why I also have the Rat King over here in the honorable mentions. Like, how did the Rat King not make the cut in my mono black rat aggro? Bro, I don't know. But hey, honorable mentions for a reason. And yeah, there's only 14 actual rats in the deck that we could hit with the Rat King's ability. We also don't have like the other toxic stuff going on in here too. Speaking of which, we had my original plan was to go tribute to Hirobi route, but I'm actually seeing a lot of enchantment removal, and that is really bad for this card because it generates some tokens for the opponents 2 turns in a row, and then the opponent just like drops removal on this. And then they get to keep the rats, which is really bad. But on that whole toxic route and on the whole like saga route of things, then I considered like proliferate cards too. So Drown and Icor didn't make the cut because I decided to not go that proliferate route anyways. And instead we have like the Candy Grapple, which I actually think is going to be much, much better than Drown and Icor, because Drown and Icor gets held back often because it's sorcery speed too. So on that note, same thing with the Blightbelly Rat. That could have been a really cool route to go. And if you guys want to see that route in the future, just let me know and maybe we'll visit that at some point. No Nashi Moonsage's Scion this time around. Honorable mention for a reason. Voracious Vermin. I think that the Lord Skitter's Butcher is just way, way better. But hey, honorable mentions for a reason. Maybe we want even more abilities like this to go wide with rats. I'm not really sure. We could have went like the Rakdos route too and tried the Totenton Swarm Piper, as well as a bunch of other red cards that generate rats too, but I wanted to go mono black this time around. And oh yeah, I just wanted to bring up Utility Land. Hostile is like a forgotten about land, and I really, really considered it for this build since we have so many creatures that I kind of sort of don't mind getting sacrificed and so much like token generation and stuff, but I think it's going to be too slow for what I'm trying to do in here. Okay, guys. Oh, buddy, this one took me a while to go over. I apologize. Let's go ahead, take it into some ranked and see how we do. All right, we'll see if we can get right into that first game here. So what am I expecting from the build, guys? I actually think it's going to be pretty decent, man. I mean, there's a reason I didn't go the whole like saga proliferate route or toxic route with this, right? Because I actually tried to put something together that I think is gonna be good. The proliferate route relies a little bit on combos. We got combos in here, don't get me wrong, but like I think that the cards in and of themselves are decent enough to be on their own too, so. We'll see though, we'll see. Yeah, dude, I'd call this a keepable hand. We got a 1, 2, and 3, and the 1 and 3 really work together, so. I'm just gonna play a creature for the sake of playing a creature instead of keeping the Candy Grapple open. This was a really good draw though. Yeah, seeing a little bit of removal in hand is excellent. Demolition Field. Fight Rigging in the grave. That's what they ended up discarding. Bushwhack, grab a land. Let's see. Is it going to be green? And nope, it's going to be a swamp. Okay. So Golgari Fight Rigging, huh? That could be scary. Alright, start with the swing. Drop the Braids, ditch the Nightmare, get a Scry. Opponent's down to 13. Okiba Reckoner Raid is an excellent draw. Tangled Colony might not be doing too much this game. Rat Out could be good. I'm going to keep the Tangled Colony just for the sake. Actually, yeah. I'll keep that on top, and I'll send the other one. The opponent definitely wants to find some removal here. Fight Rigging, we have 6 damage on this board, guys, plus the Reckoner Raid. Plus, we could keep Candy Grapple open, maybe? I don't know, man, I don't know. We're gonna try to get the Braids ability, though, going, right? What do I want to ditch for the Braids ability? Haven't decided yet. We don't need the Prowler. I doubt they sacrifice the fight rigging if we ditch the Okiba Reckoner raid. Want it down to 6. Do you guys think it would be a board wipe? I'm gonna go Tangled Colony and ditch the Okiba Reckoner raid. As silly as that might be. 2 and then draw a card. Down to 4. We're plugging damage through, dude. Swamp off the top isn't bad, I guess. Another swamp next turn would be bad, I would say. When it has 4 mana. Shakedown heavy. It's a full swing. Full swing, and they play another shakedown heavy. Okay. Well, that does mean... So Candy Grapple doesn't get there. They have 2 blockers. I guess we swing with Tangled Colony? I guess. Yeah, they survived the turn, didn't they, guys? If it's a full swing, they have 2 blocks. We don't have a sacrifice for the bargain because I ditched the Okiba Reckoner raid here. If we go full swing, 1 gets through, we got the Prowler's ability to give Death Touch. Okay, I like that. That's fine. That's totally fine. Let's see where they end up blocking here. Tangled Colony. Wow, we could get 7 rats if we wanted. Okay, so we'll go Prowler. And we'll take out the 7/5, right? We still have the grapple if we want to take out this heavy, which we probably want to. Right? Without the bargain. It's still going to take out the braids, though. Bunch of rats. Either way, we got rid of both of their shakedown heavies, which is good. And we went really wide here, so the opponent needs a board wipe now. I don't know, was there a better way to play out that turn, guys? A way to maybe keep the braids on the board? Fight rigging. They still have 2 mana. Yeah, GG opponent. I was going to say, if that 2 mana was something that could potentially get them that hideaway ability, and like they find a Titan of Industry or something crazy, that could be pretty cool, but nah, GG opponent. Yeah, we really plugged some crazy damage through there, right? Man, I feel like it went much faster than I was expecting, but some of those drain abilities, did the opponent end up doing some damage to themselves too, and I missed it? I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like we went really fast there for some reason. Yeah, the double shakedown heavy was sick from the opponent. If I had something for the bargain though, we would have been able to hit the 7/5 and then full swing for game there too, unless the opponent found removal. I think they had maybe 1 mana open. Okay, we go first. Good hand. I like it. Let's do this, dude. Start with that Hopeless Nightmare. I've been seeing a lot of people playing with Hopeless Nightmare. I see why, dude. I like it. Really neat little enchantment. We're gonna have to revisit Golgari enchantments at some point. Like, we've done Golgari enchantments for, like, every set release. That's what it feels like. Hey, speaking of which, Hopeless Nightmare. Probably Rat Out, right? I think. I don't know, though. Because, okay, we found a 3rd mana. Yeah, we'll go right into the Prowler. It's still a 3/1 creature that doesn't get picked up by Go for the Throat, so it's something. Right into Braids. I'm glad we went first this game. Oh, the opponent has the fancy land too. Nice. You monster. That's a card that should have been in the honorable mentions, maybe. As, well, like I said, your choice spot removal. Totally up to you guys what you add as spot removal in here. Oh yeah, we definitely do this. Man, that's such a simple combo that we pulled off 2 games in a row. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I forgot that they could sacrifice their own too, so we don't get the card draw here, but we both get the scry. That's funny, yeah. No, Braids, it gives them the option. And since they had their own Hopeless Nightmare. Yeah, we don't need a second Sheoldred in hand, but the Lord Skitter's Butcher's pretty good for 2 turns in a row. Okay. Okay, like Lord Skitter's Butcher next turn can generate a token. We can ditch the token to the Braids. And then we can go Lord Skitter's Butcher again. Candy Grapple. Oh my goodness. The opponent's playing our deck, guys. No. That's funny though. This is a mirror match. Well, they might not have rats though. All right, sorry Sheoldred, but since we know for a fact that we're not gonna have the 4th mana, and we might not find the 4th mana for, like, you know, 10 turns. You never know sometimes, dude. Yeah, no sacrifice. All right, gonna be an uphill battle for sure, man. If it's another Hopeless Nightmare, then oh my, right? That would be really bad, because we really want to have this second Lord Skitter, and Lord Skitter's Butcher can come down, sacrifice the first 1/1, and then we can get that draw too. Sheoldred, wow. Like, I know we got a lot of great mono black cards packed in, but yeah, a lot of the same so far. Twisted Sewer Witch is is a good draw. At some point it'll come in handy, hopefully, right? But I think we need to scry too. I think we need to get another draw here. Oh, we want mana, but now we don't. This is awkward. Like, could we actually go 2 turns just seeing mana and eventually playing out Sewer Witch? No, I'm gonna draw 1 mana to play for this turn, and maybe there's another swamp underneath. Sheoldred hitting our face here. Okay, yeah, I don't know if there's going to be a great way around this now that they have such a value card on the board. It's going to be a difficult card to remove for this deck, since we don't have anything on the board to, like, bargain. Oh, Candy Grapple, number 2. Oh boy, we're going to take that damage, guys. We're going to keep that Butcher on the board for now. Hey, a little bit of life gain. Probably have to block that Sheoldred next turn. Hopefully. It could just be more removal. Yeah, what the heck, man. So they swing for 4, we take 2 from the draw, and then we go back up to... so yeah, we'll be going down to 1 and then back up to 2 off the Reckoner raid. And I guess at that point it comes down to seeing what we see off the top. We could have like another Hopeless Nightmare. I didn't really want to chump here though. I think keeping that creature on the board is just a little bit better right now. How do you guys feel about that? And either way, it's probably leaning towards the opponent then. Okay, Hex Mage on itself. Okay, okay. So this also might be a mono black Braids list then at that point, right? Back up to 2. So we can swing. If they chump, then it's over. If they don't, we still don't have enough mana, do we? Well, this could have been really sick, man. Right? If we had 3 mana, bounce the Butcher back, and then the lifelink on the Prowler. Back up to 5. If we had the 3rd mana, we could have played the Lord Skitter's Butcher. Which I did. I sent that 1 mana down, but I don't think that would have affected much. Because then we wouldn't have drawn the Prowler in time anyways, so... They get that scry. They got 5 on the board to swing anyways, but that was a fun little swing. We'll definitely let them swing on in. A little bit of a mirror match, but it doesn't look like they're rocking the rats. Just a powerful mono blacklist, it looks like. Ah, man, the new set came with so many great, like, upgrade cards, you know what I mean? To upgrade so many great decks already. I had fun that game. Yeah, I did, actually. Thanks for asking. Alright. Are we are 24 minutes. Oh, yeah, dude. We might be able to get, like, 2 to 3 more games in. I decided to play the rat aggro now because I had all these quests to get done, so That's the main goal today, actually. I gotta get some of these arena quests complete. All right, opponent, what you bringing to the table, buddy? So far, so good with recording today. The game hasn't crashed on me yet, so that's good news. We go first. Potentially the worst hand of the evening. I say we give it a shot, and if the 23 mana doesn't feel like enough for this game as well, then we're probably going to want to consider the 24, and we'll talk more about that in the final thoughts, of course. See, this is a lot of our top end right out the gate here, so it's a little sketchy. Keep the Candy Grapple open or play the Prowler? I think we play Prowler. See what the opponent ends up doing here. Yeah, the problem is when you're not doing any fancy tricks with the Prowler, it's just a 2-mana 3/1. But, I mean, it fits the rat theme, so whenever you drop, like, the Twisted Sewer Witch and stuff, it... I struggle with this name so much. Anyways, you'll get, like, the Wicked Roll token on your rats. Sure. Maybe. I accept this trade. It's not, like, the greatest trade, but it's something, right? Okay, rat out was a good draw, but it's not a land, so... Very risky hand to keep here, especially now that Thalia's taxing us. Okie dokies. Not good news, guys. We hit the Thalia before they put the counter on it. Oh, wait, we could have let them target it with the counter and then taken it out. Now they're just putting the counter on the Siege Veteran. I'm sorry, guys. I've been doing that a lot. Just, like, little things, like, out of order. I apologize for that. Either way, Candy Grapple for the turn. Now we do the same thing. When they target the Siege Veteran with the counter, we have Candy Grapple open, right? So we'll find that third mana, guys. Even though we only have 23, we'll find it. Hopeful Initiate. Okay. They're gonna plug it on the Initiate. Crap. That's what I get. That's what I get for waiting. Alright, they swing with Veteran, and I'm pretty sure we take care of it. I'm pretty sure we just hit this now. But we should have done it before the Initiate hit the board. I don't know why I'm doing so much out of order. Again, I apologize. I'll try to do better. Oh, no. Oh, no. We can't block. Initiate's gonna get buffed from the Cathar. Cathar Commando, it's not like a Brutal Cathar or anything. Down to 14. If we see mana now... Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, I can't block either, though, so... Go, go, go! Little rat! Go, go, go! Oh, man. Anything that we can play is technically decent. Luckily, the Initiate can't get buffed beyond that. Oh, no! Easy removal. Inspiring Overseer. What on earth is happening, man? Just some mono white aggro, right? As far as I can tell. Hey, there it is. All right. Back for seconds. Can bring back our Prowler. Sewer King starts generating. Braids can start drawing, and it doesn't block that well. Nothing really blocks that well here, does it? Either way, this can't block, so we're gonna actually do something in the proper order here, and if they trade, that's perfect. Okay, we're gonna go Braids. We're gonna ditch the rat. And we, unfortunately, might be forced to block here, but I wanted to get at least one card draw, rather than, like, playing Skitter, getting a 1/1 that can't block anyways, and then being forced to block with the Lord Skitter. Oh, they go ahead and sacrifice a creature instead of drawing. That's surprising. Seeing that it definitely looks like they're trying to do the aggro thing here. Well, at that point, I'm going to take the 6. I'd be scared, right? What if they keep that 4 open and it's just like, oh, 5 now. Mire. Oh, buddy. Hey, swamp number 4. Sweet. All right. What do I want to do, man? Lord Skitter. generate a token. We have Sheoldred blocking really well, but what if that Cathargist comes down? This is a problem. I guess it's going to be Sheoldred. What's crazy about how slow the ordering was here, we didn't get to actually showcase too much of the build this time round, because like if you look at our hand, you can see some really interesting combos here, right? With the back for second and the Lord Skitter and the Beseech the Mirror for that matter, right? So the ordering really mattered here. A down arms number 3? No, number 2. I don't know why it felt like I was laying down my arms often. Okay, we got the block into Mire. Taking 6. It is not a Seat of the Empire. Luckily, they already had one here, so the odds of them playing 2 is pretty low already. Gonna go back up to 4. Hopeless Nightmare. We can get rid of that last card in hand. Them exiling Braids means we're not gonna successfully get draws now, though. And since it's an exile, yeah, we can't do anything like back for seconds. We didn't have the bargain on that anyways. Yeah, this could have been a different match if we saw the mana earlier, or if I would have mulliganed, right? Or if I would have done some things in their proper order as well. Alright, Hopeless Nightmare. And then it's going to be Lord Skitter. I was looking for potential ways to draw, but there's nothing. Oh! No. Yeah, we had nothing to bargain with Beseech the Mirror, so I will exile the Mire. It's fine. Yeah, now we have something to bargain here. And then we can go Beseech the Mirror, bargain out the rat, grab the Braids. But unfortunately, yeah, it's just a full swing from the opponent since they have 3 in the air, right? And we only have 2 blockers on the ground. Oh, 4 in the air off the Siege Veteran. That's right, that's right. Very nice opponent. Good game. Good game. I feel like we ended up still doing something there for a second. So we can trade Hopeful Initiate since we have Death Touch. They drop us the GG as well. It was. I feel like we did fine after a little bit. So if we got land in order, or if I mulliganed, yeah, dude, I really like what we ended up drawing, just couldn't do it much of it, you know what I mean? Alright, let's go into another one, huh? 32 minutes in. Rats. Rats. I want to do more rat things, man. I need to see that Tangled Colony do a little more. That first game, though, showcased how Tangled Colony can be ridiculous. But, like, that was just once. Like, I want to see Tangled Colony do more, man. I want to get, like, an insane Tangled Colony and then drop that Witch on the top end, too. Oh. Opponent goes first. This is a good hand, right? Got 1, we got 2, we got removal. And hopefully we get the 3 in time for this game. This is a much better hand than the last hand. Yeah, I probably should have just mulliganed that last hand. But hey, that's what we're here doing, man. We're testing the limits of the build, huh? Oh, opponent had to mulligan. Spara's headquarters. Reckoner Raid or Nightmare? It's the Raid because that way it flips a turn sooner. And then on 2, we... Okay, they have an open blue, unfortunately. There's our 3rd. Beautiful, dude. Beautiful. I'm gonna get the Prowler down. See if it gets countered, too. It does not. Could be some simple removal. Nope. Not that time. Be like Bant Ramp. Bant Ramp. Okay, it is. Wow. Stomper. I think we can go fast enough against Ramp. I do. I think we have some serious damage. I mean, look at this hand, first of all. We could go Braids for the turn, but oh, Tangled Colony was so good. I was going to say if we wait till we get Hopeless Nightmare down, but now we have 2 things to do for the turn. That's crazy, man. All right, let's do this. Prowler. Tangled Colony. Hopeless Nightmare. If they had any open mana, we probably would have started with Hopeless Nightmare. Oh, it's not Bant. This is 5-color ramp. Okay, well then we really have to go fast. Oh, board wipes. I didn't play around any board wipes, dude. Oh, crap. Yeah, no, like we really have to... Oh, they ditched a Sunfall. Well. Oh. I was gonna say, ditching the Sunfall probably means a guaranteed, like, depopulate, but we might be safe for the turn, guys, which means this could be insane amount of damage. Some spot removal for the colony, maybe? They're 1 land short from these Stompers being able to block. Ossification, taking the colony. We have 5 on the board. Braids can ditch the Nightmare. Okay, we're in trouble, dude. They have 1 card in hand, and it might be exactly what they need, so... Yep, swing for 5. We gotta go, dude. Braids coming down. I highly doubt they end up sacrificing the Ossification, and if they do, it's not bad for us. Unless that last card in hand is that, like, second Sunfall, because they did ditch 1 Sunfall. Nope, keeping the Ossification. Okay, Hopeless Nightmare. Yes? Yes. That's 2 damage, getting by their blockers on the ground. I believe we keep that on top. Did I do the scrying and the drawing off the braids? And did we have the option to do these in a different order and I just clicked through it? Oh, Archangel pinging 2, bringing them back up to 10. Braids is off this board, guys. Second Braids. We can always ditch the Road Captain when it comes time. No great block here. Candy Grapple doesn't hit the Archangel either. Well, I mean, it does act as... Okay, that's what we do. We full swing. We get this Archangel off the board without it dealing any damage for lifelink. Or they might take the 5. Okay, here it goes. Candy Grapple, -3/-3. So no lifelink for them. Creature's gone. Hopeless Nightmare. Get rid of that last card in their hand. Down to 6. Come on, guys. We could get there. Atraxa! Get out of here! See that? Let's see that draw, opponent. We have 5 on the board. They pass. They have Mirex available. 4th land isn't terrible. Alright, we go for the swing. Beseech the Mirror could grab... Okay, Mirex, that can't block either. If we go Braids... Leyline Binding is what they found. Oh no! Takes the Prowler out of the equation. They're still in this, guys. At that point, I was going to go Beseech the Mirror and grab a Sheoldred. Maybe that's still what we end up doing. Actually, this is pretty good too. And then play Road Captain again. Because it's extra damage going through to the opponent's face. And then Road Captain starts pinging for more too. So they're back down to 2, and we still have the same thing next turn. Then we could go Beseech the Mirror, grab Sheoldred, and then go from there, right? So, cool game so far, man. Anyone's game technically, because their top deck could be exactly what they need to find. But outside of that, dude, I mean, don't underestimate the discard on this Hopeless Nightmare. For 1 mana, that 2 damage is great, but then them discarding is actually pretty disgusting, I would say. Alright, we're going for the swing. What was their top deck? Leyline Binding? Dude, what on earth, man? Okay. Wait. Same concept. We just Beseech the Mirror, grab Sheoldred, because they're out of cards now, guys. Bargain. Hopeless Nightmare. Grab Sheoldred. That's wild, man. Yeah, grab whatever we need. Grab whatever does the thing. Wait, we get the scry first? I guess it doesn't matter because we're about to grab the Sheoldred from the deck anyways. Again, did I have the option to order those? I keep overlooking that. Gotta keep an eye out, guys. I've been doing that a lot. GG opponent. Actually, they could gain life right now. Okay, there we go. Had something instant speed that gained them a little bit of life off the draw, but yeah. GG, buddy. Wow, dude. All right, 39 minutes in. We got to end on a high note. Taking out 5-color ramp was awesome, and a lot of that, I feel, just came down to us having them discard and stuff. All right, let's get over into the final thoughts here because I have a thing or two to say about rat aggro. It looks like there's a... Oh, apply styles. What style did I get? Oh, Candy Grapple. Wow. Nice. I would have loved to play with that style today, but we'll be returning to Candy Grapple at some point. Got to see that really cool mono blacklist from that one opponent where they were rocking Candy Grapple and some of the new cards like Hopeless Nightmare. I can only imagine Braids made that cut, and since Lord Skitter works so well with Braids, it might have been in there as a 1 or 2 of as well. Very cool mono blacklist from the opponent. Maybe that's the path that mono black is on, right? Because it looks relatively powerful, right? So, yeah. So that being said, we just have a lot of great mono black things in this deck. Just happens to have the rat theme, and I think the rat theme did a thing today. There were some matches where the 23 land wasn't enough, but overall, I think it's enough. That's one of those things, man, more testing required. And I gotta apologize again. I really feel like I'm not playing at the top of my game at all. Like I feel like I'm just doing things out of order constantly, and I have to get back on the ball, guys. I'll do better in the next recordings, I promise. I'm gonna try to be as vigilant as possible about playing things in proper orders, because it matters, and it matters often. So I don't know why I've been doing that. I really don't. No excuse. I'll just do better next time, right? So overall, really like the deck. I do love like the drain abilities on like Reckoner Raid and Hopeless Nightmare. Just terrific 1-drops packed in. The fact that the enchantment works with the bargain, the artifact on Prowler works with the bargain as well. I like Tangled Colony. Again, I just would have loved to see it do more today as well. Rat Out seems sick, but most importantly, like seeing that Candy Grapple actually do or actually become a combat trick too. That was really cool, right? I thought Rat Out was going to be the combat trick more often than not, but no, yeah, Candy Grapple. So I like the 3 of Rat Out. I have the 3 in here because I really wanted to see it today, but I could, like, whenever I say, like, hey, your choice spot removal, that's what you should go with, right? If you like Go for the Throat, put a couple of those in. If you like Cut Down, put a couple of those in. The Rat Out is the card that you could drop 1 or 2 of for those other pieces of spot removal pretty successfully, I would say, especially if it's Cut Down, right? Because then it doesn't mess with the curve at all. So drop in 1 or 2 of these, going up a couple cut downs. I don't think that's going to hurt the list at all. And then similarly, although I think Candy Grapple is terrific, I think you can successfully drop 1 or 2 of these and go up 1 or 2 of the Go for the Throats as well. And then you'll have just more utility removal across the board that can do a little bit more. Obviously, I wanted to play with the new cards as much as possible, but that being said, you could also keep it exactly the same. I think it'll be totally fine, right? I like the single back for seconds. Didn't get to see it do too much today. Beseech the Mirror seems gross, dude. I like it. I like it a lot. I think the 2 of was worth it. Same thing with 2 of Sheoldred, obviously, right? The Twisted Sewer Witch did not get to do a thing today. I'm sad. But will it ever do a thing? No, probably not. But we gotta try the jank sometimes, guys. We got to. So you could successfully drop this and go up something else, man. Something that you love. Something that would make the deck more powerful, maybe. Or the 3rd Sheoldred would be totally fine, too. But, you know, if you take the 1 of out, taking away a little bit, you know, a part of the soul of the build, you know, we're really trying to go wide with rats and slam some auras onto them and have a good time. But since it is only a 1 of and it's not like the main thing in the build, that's why you could successfully drop this and go up something just a little better. You know what I really liked too? Lord Skitter's Butcher, man. I like this card. 3 mana felt a little steep for what it's doing sometimes, and that's why maybe the 24th land would come in handy too, and at that point maybe a utility land. Go up a Mishra's Foundry or 2, drop the Twisted Sewer Witch, add your choice spot removal, go up the 4th Lord Skitter's Butcher, only if you also go up that extra land as well, and I think it would be totally fine, dude. Braids is disgusting to the point where it has a huge target on its back, which is another reason why that 1 of back for seconds is so worthwhile too. And the 2 Beseech the Mirror too. Again, yeah, it's such a huge target on Braids' back that grabbing an extra one from the deck with Beseech the Mirror is totally fine. But when you are bargaining this, it seems to be better just to grab the Sheoldred anyways. But yeah, being able to grab whatever the heck you want, yeah, ah man, seems strong, huh? I liked it, guys. I had fun. I've been having a friggin' blast with all the Eldraine builds, regardless of wins and losses. Wait, I feel like we did pretty good today, too, didn't we? I feel like we had a decent amount of victories. No thanks to how I was playing, but I'm not really sure. I don't know if we had a positive win rate. I haven't really been paying attention, which really tells you how much fun I've actually been having with all these new cards and stuff. It's been sweet, dude. Alright, anyways, hey, if you made it this far into the video, for real, y'all are champions. I super duper appreciate you, and I will see you in the next video.